First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Banter. Good morning and welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of First Local. It is Tuesday, March the 8th.
What is it? This is the 8th, yes. It's the 8th of March already.
Beautiful day out there already.
It's going to be a really
my
nice day today. We're going to have lots of
Wow.
sun, some half-decent temperatures. Enjoy it because we do have a little bit of a system coming in later on tonight.
Can't you just let us
No.
sit in the good for 1 second?
No, I can give you a
God.
good, but I always have to throw in the bad.
You gotta like pop up like the voice of doom.
Yes.
The sun is shining, but not for very long.
And did you notice he's really bad today too?
What is?
He's really getting bad today. He's
Oh,
before the
really
show
getting
one-liners. That's all he could spit at you and I.
Hey, so Trudeau went to Europe yesterday.
okay.
Met with the Queen.
Oh,
Talked about the situation.
hello, Justin. Hello.
Talked about the situation in Ukraine. I don't really know what came of it yet, but he's meeting with several different leaders over the next couple of days, and
Well,
we'll
good.
see what has to happen there. The war still rages on, but the capital still hasn't been taken yet, so, you know, thumbs up to Ukraine for holding its own right there.
Wow. I mean, the inspiration that must come from such a strong, active leader must go a long way,
Oh,
would
yeah,
be
definitely,
my
sure.
estimation. Not to
Yeah.
mention the collective worship of, you know, well, I'm going to say women, but certainly I'm confident that there are other people who are equally inspired by the president of the Ukraine and his fatigues.
And what we
So-
were talking about earlier this morning, I mean, could you imagine if he got injured or even killed during this battle, what would happen to the situation? I would be like, oof.
Well, there would be a wave.
There would be a big war happening.
Yes.
World War III would then start right away.
Yes. Yes.
Closer to home, John Charest is throwing his hat into the leadership race for the Conservatives. He's going to make the announcement on Thursday. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he used to be the leader of the Conservatives several years ago. I'm going to say 10 years ago. So now it's against him and
Pierre.
Pierre.
Poilievre.
to see what happens there.
Well,
He
I
comes
mean,
with experience. He's been part of Parliament for quite a while.
yeah, but
and
so
to-
effective was he that I can barely summon
Yeah, I know.
a memory of him. So
I know. Well,
now
that's what happens
my
with the
memory of
Conservative
Pierre P is very sharp and very keen. I'm very impressed with his command of.
He's starting to get whiny.
Oh, come on! He represents the collective
He's-
voice of the
he-
people.
He jumps on little things and he's I don't
Little
know.
things, the housing market, inflation, tiny, minuscule.
I do like his idea about the carbon tax, dropping
Okay.
the carbon tax. Now, they did do that in Alberta.
Okay.
The premier in Alberta actually dropped their carbon tax, saving customers about 15 cents on gas per liter. Don't know if that's a really good move or not, because from what I heard, gas companies now have room to increase their price. So I don't know what's going to happen
What's
there.
going to
but-
happen when people can no longer afford to drive to the gas
well,
station
I mean,
to get
we're
the
there.
gas? I mean,
we can't afford to drive, and we can't afford to eat. So we're just going to stay home and starve.
That's right.
That's pretty
That's
much
right.
what we're doing
Assuming
now.
you can pay the heat, you can still be warm while you starve to death.
That's
so.
right. So, anything else going on before we throw
just
it back
full of
to
good
news?
news this morning. Good morning. Now go back to bed and contemplate your life and what's left of it.
We do have a really nice day, though, today. I will
Yeah.
tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you those details
Yes.
coming up. Heidi's got all the news starting right now.
All the news, all the news. Gosh, the pressure that comes with that. Heidi's got all the news. Well, I have some news. We're going to talk right off the top about a story out of City Council, because I know that we really like to kind of start chewing on that at the top of the show, because it really does provide fodder for social media. Interesting note, a Heidi factoid. This article, and Dan Gray actually taught me a new word. That word is cladding or clading, which is a covering or coating on a structure or material. So keep that in mind as I move into this bit of news. All right, so the cladding or clading project, which was approved in 2017 and was supposed to be completed last summer, has yet to be finished. So in early December of 2020, the City of Sault Ste. Marie brought forward a motion to Council to spend another $1.3 million on the project. This was almost a 20% increase to the original $6.9 million price tag. So I know. In the 2022 report, Council was offered many reasons as to why the project wasn't done on time, but not a single councillor had questions on the overspend. So a quick trip down the waterfront would show the project, which was first proposed to Council in 2017, remains unfinished nearly 5 years after its approval. So we here at Sioux Online did reach out to the city to get an update on the project late last week, and we were responded to by the Director of Engineering, Don Elliott, and he was able to shed some light on the ongoing projects in and around City Hall. He had this to say in a statement: the atrium glazing on the north elevation is installed. There remains the installation of the white cladding or cladding around the atrium. The white cladding is expected to be complete in the next few weeks, with a final sealant due in the spring. As far as whether it was going to cost the city more due to the project running past its expected completion date in the summer, Elliott further explained, as described in the report to Council at the meeting of November 30th, 2020, the project is under fund control by the bonding company for the contractor. There are no substantive costs to the city. So Elliott then was able to also tell us that the front steps, which are currently closed to the public, are currently in the design phase, and a report to Council with an estimated budget is expected soon. Wait a minute. We reported on that. There was funding that came through a COVID relief fund for infrastructure, and money was allocated specifically to that project. So now I'm going to be watching this because I want to know where the funding is going to come from, because I remember I reported on that. So anyway, okay, so that's that. New word for the day for Heidi. I don't know, maybe a new word for some of you who aren't in the cladding business, cladding. So now let's talk about something a little less tasty. Okay, so Sault Ste. Marie, obviously we report to you that we do have our fair share of problems, and certainly we can all agree that most cities do. But there's one thing that in this moment we don't have to worry too much about, at least as much as other cities in Canada, and those are bed bugs. Yes, I said those words. So Orkin Canada has released last year's annual list of the top bed buggiest cities in Canada. The rankings show that the overall number of bed bug sightings nationwide remains similar to the year prior and remains below pre-pandemic levels. So I don't know, maybe they're sensitive to COVID, I'm not sure. If you want to experience the bitey little bugs, if you don't want to experience the bitey little bugs, stay away from Sudbury. That city made it to number 2 in Canada. The City of Toronto claimed the number 1 spot for the third year in a row. Vancouver went up to number 3, up from number 4. St. John rose to number 4 from 6, and Winnipeg dropped substantially, falling from number 9 to 5, or from number 9, falling to number 9 from 5. So the findings then by Orkin Canada are based on the number of commercial and residential bed bug treatments carried out by the company in 2021. So so the top 10 bed buggiest cities in Canada then for 2021 are as follows. We have Toronto, Sudbury, Vancouver, St. John's, Oshawa, Scarborough, Moncton, St. John, Winnipeg, and Edmonton. And that just makes me want to scratch. Okay. Next, we will talk about something that took place on March 5th when officers with patrol services did charge 33-year-old Joseph Dokum with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. Around 12:30 p.m., officers did respond to a call of a man with a knife at a business in the 700 block of Second Line East. So staff saw the accused with a knife, asked him to put it away. He refused. Upon arrival, officers identified the man as the accused, and the investigation revealed he was wanted for failing to comply with a probation order. He was arrested. A subsequent search found him to be in possession of a utility knife, approximately 1.8 grams of a substance believed to be methamphetamine, and 36 pills believed to be codeine. So this individual now is charged with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose, possession of a Possession of a controlled substance ×2. Failed to comply with a probation order ×2. So he's held in custody pending a bail hearing. 30 seconds till Craig. Okay, well then I'm going to blast through this next one. So the president of the Sault Ste. Marie and District Labor Council took to Facebook recently to ask for very specific donations. So Michelle McLeave Kennedy told the public of their quest to beat last year's record of 817 boxes of feminine hygiene products. This is for Tampon Tuesday, she said. We are trying to collect 817 boxes for women in need, said McLeave Kennedy. She said all the local grocery stores are available as collection points. She also said that from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow, so that would be today, you can drop your donation off at Harvest Algoma at 446 Second Line East, the former Croatian Hall. She noted that they would be making a tower and going live to their Facebook page tomorrow afternoon, so this afternoon, with all of the donation and the results of the community's hard work. She did want to thank all the different Labor Council affiliates, all the local unions, and to the community that has supported them over the last 5 years on this initiative. Good news for women everywhere. All right. Now for some good news, because I'm not going to tolerate any of your shenanigans, Craig. You better give us some good news for today before you start talking about your weather systems. It's going to suck the life out of the rest of the program.
That's what I do. We're taking a live look at the beautiful cladding work on the Civic Center, as you can see right here. Beautiful shot, by the way. Nice blue water. As Heidi blows her nose as I'm talking.
Allergies.
Allergies, yeah. Beautiful blue sky today. We're looking at some really nice weather for today. We'll just take a look there again for you. You can see just a beautiful day shaping up. Let's take a look at the 12-hour there, Mike. There you go. And we're looking at mainly sunny skies this morning. We're going to see a little bit of cloud roll in. Temperatures right now at -9. We're going to be warming to about +1, +2 for this afternoon as those clouds kind of fill in, and those clouds will be bringing a little bit of snow, not much, maybe 2 centimeters for your evening and overnight, and then that's going to give us another shot of snow for tomorrow, and I'll give you those details coming up on the 3-day forecast. Heidi?
Well, I'm accepting of the temperatures. You all now need to be accepting of the fact that I am so very human. I do have to get my allergy spray. It's overdue, and hence I'm a little bit allergic today. Anyway, we are going to take a break now. We are going to hop over into the world of our sponsors, the Chamber, always inviting everybody to support local businesses in this time of recovery. Play local, shop local, eat local, do all the things local. Why not? We'll hear from Superior Adult Learning, encouraging people to come and make their contribution as either a board member to help direct that fine agency or as a volunteer to work one-on-one with adult learners. Contact Pat or Wendy at Superior Adult Learning. Go fill your cup and come on back.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning and welcome back. Tuesday, March the 8th. What have you missed so far? Well, I blew my nose during Craig's weather report. We have already talked about updates on City Hall projects that remain uncompleted. There was a man charged with possession of a weapon. We talked about bed bugs. You're going to want to catch the playback for that. So if you did miss any of those stories, of course, the articles are posted to our website at siouxonline.com. Now, yesterday, I did tell you that Algoma Public Health is no longer reporting COVID data over the weekend, and correspondingly, yesterday afternoon, we did receive a data catch-up report that indicated that over Saturday and Sunday, Algoma Public Health did confirm 106 new cases. Now, despite this number, and remember, spread out over 2 days, despite this number, the active case count has continued to decrease by 48 for a current total of 372 cases, with one of those being identified as an individual from outside of the Algoma district. So at this time, we don't have any updated data as far as hospitalizations locally. And then the update, of course, coming as a result of 1,020 tests that were administered over the weekend. Of the new cases reported, 83 were confirmed in the Sault and area, 11 were identified in Central and East Algoma, 5 in Elliott Lake and area, and then the remaining 7 were found in North Algoma. And once again, keeping in mind this is over 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Provincially, Ontario did report 693 patients in the hospital with COVID-19 and 249 of those in intensive care. Now, these numbers are actually down from a week ago when there were 849 people hospitalized and 279 in intensive care due to COVID-19. Health Minister Christine Elliott, what's that? Sorry, okay. Health Minister Christine Elliott shared the figures, noting that not all hospitals once again report data over the weekend. There were 1,074 new cases reported, though they always add that the actual number is likely higher due to the current virus testing policy. Last week, the province's top doctor said the actual number of new cases is likely 10 times higher than the reported figure. Wow, taking his nod from Craig, how to suck the good news right out of the good news. Okay, good. What now? Ooh, this was interesting to me. Okay, so Sault Transit is pleased to announce the launch of its real-time passenger tracking system. This is a tracking tool that uses GPS technology to pinpoint the exact location of buses and when they will arrive at each stop. So handy, cool. Real-time bus tracking is a feature of the city's intelligent transportation system. It is designed to make riding the bus easier and more accessible for everyone. So Brent Lamming, who is the Director of Community Services, did say, we continue to research and explore ways to ensure the most appropriate and timely service is being delivered to our customers. The addition of the real-time tracking tool presents an opportunity to improve service delivery, help our customers manage their time more efficiently and avoid waiting for their bus longer than they need to. Excellent. So customers then can visit saultmarie.tmix.se/anyride to track their bus or add this link to the homepage of their device. Passengers should still arrive to their stop a few minutes before the predicted or scheduled departure time. The closer the bus is to a stop, the more accurate the prediction is likely to be. So departure times can change due to factors such as traffic delays or the travel speed of the bus. Okay. If customers have made an early inquiry, it is important to recheck closer to the actual time to verify the bus departure time. So, yeah, real-time passenger technology is a critical piece in improving the transit user experience. In recent years, Sault Transit has implemented several initiatives, including on-demand, Northern Transfer Point, and purchasing over a dozen new buses. So again, for more information, you can go to saultmarie.ca/real-time, posted to our website in case you need to access those hyperlinks, and I might have gone too quickly. Okay, we're going to pop back over into the world of Craig. He's going to regale us with 3 more days of detailed weather information. Take it away, Craig.
Well, Heidi, today is probably going to be the nicest looking day of the week because we have plenty of sunshine and some half decent temperatures that we're going to see today, courtesy of this high pressure system kind of clearing all the cloud away from us. For most of our day today, we are watching this system. It's going to be approaching later on into the evening during the overnight. Could give us about 2 to 4 centimeters of snow along this cold front. We'll take a look at the satellite and we'll show you just exactly where that is. It's right here, right there. Not a lot of precipitation dealing with this system, but it is going to slide through and it will give us a little bit of snow for our morning tomorrow. Let's take a look now at temperatures. Not bad. -1 for our high. I'm going to say we're going to hit probably +1, maybe even +2 today. -3 in Wawa. We're all seeing a little bit of a reprieve from the colder temperatures, and we are going to see those colder temperatures return for at least a couple of days as we have high pressure building in and another system to worry about. We'll take a look at the radar right now. This is the snow that came in last night, gave us a little bit of a coating. Nothing really to worry about. Other than that, a beautiful day in store with plenty of sunshine, light winds, and warmer temperatures. So let's take a look now at your 3-day forecast for today. +1 to +2, mainly sunny skies today. We're going to see the clouds thicken up later on in this afternoon. And again, we could see those flurries during the evening and overnight. Tomorrow, we're going to see another little system kind of come through and it's going to dump about another couple of centimeters, nothing major. Temperatures dipping a little bit to -1, and then we dip a lot to about -5 on Thursday, but sunny skies. And then we have some warmer temperatures building into the area after this weekend. I'll give you those details coming up. Heidi?
Well, good, Craig. You know, a little bit of snow, but I'm pleased to see the consistent use of the sunshine graphic. I think that's going to do a lot to improve everybody's mood, certainly mine. We are going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to talk about what remains of the snow. We're going to talk about an incentive that the government's putting in place to boost nurse retention. And, you know, in this time, you're going to hear from Maker North, actively solving problems in the community. Give Joe or Riley a call if you have something. Let's say you had an idea and you want to actualize it. They can help with that too. So we're also going to hear from Jeep the Mac because that event is rapidly approaching. If you didn't catch the clip yesterday, I did do an interview with Laura Brown, who is the executive director of the St. Ignace Visitors Bureau. And you should see all of the events that this community social active hub, you know, introduces to support their businesses locally. So do go fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. If you haven't already popped into social media, do go share a thought, and I will be very excited to interact with you live. All right. I wanted to talk to you about the snow that remains. Currently, most of us are aware that we are still working with a thick blanket of snow on the ground, high snowbanks, very large piles in parking lots. And though it seems that we do have an abundance of the white stuff still sticking around, the actual amount of snow on the ground is relatively normal. And this is coming, of course, from our weather specialist, Craig. Heavy rain overnight on Saturday didn't really put a dent in the overall snowpack. The season to date, the Sault has received approximately 304 centimeters since November. On average, the Sault typically would see about 320 centimeters of snowfall between November and March. Most of the snow actually melts, giving us 60 to 80 centimeters on the ground during any given year. So this year we've been fairly average as far as the actual snow on the ground. At present we have about 60 centimeters as our snow depth. So last year the Sault struggled to see 50 centimeters on the ground all winter. So that's probably why I feel particularly whiny this winter, because it's hanging on and there's still a lot to deal with. The Sault didn't even manage to have 50 centimeters accumulate last year until February. So the winter season started out very mild and dry compared to other years. The Sault did pick up approximately 52 centimeters, but with a strong warm-up, temperatures, if you remember, did rise to 10 centimeters a week before...
10 degrees.
Pardon me?
10 degrees.
Okay, well, that's a typo, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, that happens. No problem. Most of that did melt away. There's the Ron Burgundy for you. I'll read what's right in front of me. I'm going to do it. You just saw it. All right. Okay, so the spring outlook that actually started on March 1st to May 1st shows above normal temperatures, though the latest data shows the warm-up stalling until the third week of March.
Told you that yesterday.
Does that make me feel better? No. No!
Nope.
April is expected to be well above normal, which should help with the annual Okay, will you pick a camera? You staying here?
Yeah, I'm staying
okay. The Sault normally sees the snowpack disappear anytime between April 12th and April 22nd. Wow, that's pretty concise. That's pretty committed for you, Craig.
It is, yes.
Yeah, okay. So this year we could get a head start on losing the snow as warmer air builds around the start of spring, March 21st. 13 days away, but who's counting? I am. Based on current data and forecast models, not even weather models. Are these different? Are they different? Do they wear different outfits? We can expect to see snow be gone by the middle of April. Yes, yes. That's not to say we won't see additional snow in the month of April. It just won't last like it normally does. So the most amount of snow ever in the Sault's history was the winter of 1995, when a total of 520 centimeters fell, mostly in December of that year.
Do you remember that year?
I wasn't living here in that year.
Really? 'Cause
Really?
That's the year the station mall roof collapsed.
I did hear about
from
it,
the
of course.
snow.
Yes.
So, yeah, we got a lot of snow that year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wowzers. All right, let's do some factoids. Okay, so we're going to start with March 8th, 1965. Bob Dylan's single, Subterranean Homesick Blues, was released in the U.S. The lead track from Bringing It All Back Home album gave Dylan his first top 40 hit. Now, Subterranean Homesick Blues is also noted for its innovative film clip in what became one of the first modern promotional film clips. So the clip was shot in an alley behind the Savoy Hotel in London, and the cue cards, which Dylan holds, were written by Donovan, Allen Ginsberg, and Dylan himself.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, factoid.
That's all we have, factoids.
All right, one more, March 8th, only because we talked about Paul McCartney last week. March 8th, 1973, Paul McCartney was fined $170 for growing cannabis at his farm in Campbellton, Scotland. McCartney claimed some fans gave him the seeds and that he didn't know they'd grow what?
Right.
What? What?
Oh,
So
well.
there you go. Okay.
It's legal now.
Well, yes.
Don't have to worry about it.
Now, before we get into social media, I have a very important announcement to make. That was for you, Tamarack. So you know what? We have a lot of people who have been very kind and very consistent in watching the show and supporting us. And none more so than Mr. Jim Whitty. Mr. Jim Whitty, yes. Jim Your lovely wife reached out to me yesterday, and she wanted to make sure that we sent out a very special birthday salute, certainly on behalf of the team here, as well as on behalf of your lovely wife. You are very loved. Happy 56th birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday.
Jim is a very gifted artist, and if a person's relevance can be measured in terms of the quality of the friendships that they sustain over the course of their life, Jim is surrounded by a network of people who have known him from very early on and still love him, and just, he's a wonderful person. He is very funny, he is knowledgeable, and certainly very witty. Witty Jim Witty, you have a happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday, Jim.
Social
Okay.
media. Okay. Steve Childs beating everybody to the punch. ITHYAHAGTT. With the sun coming up between two great, huge Straxalan and rocking the horns. So I'm going to hazard a guess and suggest it's Tuesday. Hope you all have a great Taco Tuesday. Ooh, tacos.
We should have. We forgot the tacos again.
Bruce, Qdoba, you pass right by on your way here. Their tacos are fantastic.
We'll have
Okay.
a plate of tacos here next Tuesday.
Woo! Yes.
We can all enjoy it.
Yes. Well, I mean, yeah, well, no beans
No
for you,
beans.
Mike. No beans for you.
Oh, trust me, my wife hated me yesterday, so.
Okay, carry on.
Jim Whitty, good Tuesday morning. Good morning to you, Jim. I hope it will be an exceptional day for you. Margaret McKay, good morning all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Joseph Bertrand, good morning with a little smile. Good morning to you, Joseph.
Good morning.
Woo, new watcher. Brent D. Winchester. Good morning to all. Well, welcome aboard, Brent D.
Thanks for
Winchester, and thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Here I am, increasing the size of my screen with one touch. No more innuendo. All right. Bradley says, good morning, my friends. Good morning, Brad. Always nice to hear from you. Marge Gray, all the way from Fergus. Fergus. Good morning. Some lovely emojis there. All is sunny and bright. Yes, it is. And what a boost to my mood. Fantastic. Marilyn Dunn says, good sunny morning all. Good morning to you. Enjoy the sun, Marilyn. Tracy Faye, here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo. Yes, good morning all. Good morning to you, Tracy. Terry Matthews says, good morning, Heidi and Craig. Good morning to you, Terry. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. He also invokes the sun and the Traxalan. Looks like a great start to the day. One day closer to spring, 13 and counting, yes. Enica, good morning, everyone. Have a nice Tuesday. Our gas prices are now €2.50 a liter. That's $3.69 in Canadian dollars.
Wow.
Woo, woo.
So we have room in our gas prices yet.
Oh my gosh, my heart goes out to you, Enica. Tracy Faye, great hairdo, Heidi. Thank
It
you
is.
once
Isn't that
again.
nice?
She is located in Goulet. Her name is Candy Beaulieu. You should reach out to her because she has all natural products, Avita, organic. Today my look is a tribute to Baby Hausman from Dirty Dancing. I always wanted her hair, and now thanks to Candy, I do have her hair, and I can do anything I want to
And
with it.
speaking of Goulet, I had a note yesterday from someone after we published the article on the snowfall from Goulet. Melanie, I believe her name was. She said you have to take a ride out to Goulet to see how much snow they have out there.
Oh,
I guess they have an abundance out there. Of course, they're in the snow belt area, right? So,
Okay.
yeah.
well, I don't know. Like, my drive to Goulet was pleasant. I took Highway 552. It was completely
I think the
bare.
highways are good,
Yeah.
but the inside of Goulet, like,
Okay.
where people live, they have an abundance of snow.
An abundance of snow. Kathy Boren, today is a good day to have a good day, and truer words have never been spoken. Decent weather, too. It helps. It certainly does. Ah, my sister Tamarack, those City Hall steps are so embarrassing. Yes, they are. Anyways, good morning, beautiful news humans. Good morning, Tamarack. Oh, there's Candy. Looking great, girlfriend.
Ah,
Craig
there you
also, LOL. Sunshine and lollipops today, yes. Rick Sutherland, good morning all. Hope everyone has a great day. We are another day closer to spring. Also, I'm happy to have Heidi and Craig reporting the news because you seem to do it in a way that is more enjoyable than everyone else. Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Ah, yay, yay. Okay, good. Thank you.
We tried to do it the non-traditional way.
Yeah, well, anybody who knows me knows I'm far from traditional, so
There you go.
that's what you're going to get. Judy O'Neill, good morning, Heidi and Craig. Hope you both have an amazing day. You as well, Judy. Thank you for commenting. Bradley, wishing Jim a happy birthday. Kathy Boren, what just happened there? Oh my gosh, it just exploded with 16 more comments.
Uh-oh.
Eee. Whoa, hang on.
I think we're going to 9 o'clock this morning, folks.
Fill your cup. Kathy Boren, whoop whoop. Hey, it's Jim Whitty's birthday. Best wishes, Jim. Steve Childs, happy birthday, Jim. Enjoy your day. Jim Whitty says, thanks, Brad. Thanks, Steve. IDIAI. I do. You broke my brain. Okay, Jim Whitty is thanking Kathy. We've got happy birthday from Marilyn Dunn. Jim responding. Rick Sutherland, happy birthday, Jim. Judy O'Neill, happy birthday, Jim. Hope you make it. Look at how you're loved. Jim thanking Rick. Jim thanking Judy. Tamarack responding to my Ron Burgundy. Ha 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 ha. And Tamarack says, I'm going to be wild and have tacos on another day than Tuesday. Yes, I think we ought not to discriminate. Tacos are a fantastic food any
For
day
sure.
of the week. Oh, and a new viewer, Bonnie Sue Zabadke. I hope I did your name justice. It's very distinguished. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, Bonnie. She says, good morning, Sault Ste. Marie. Good morning to you, lady.
Good morning.
Okay. 7 days.
Is this a 7 day already?
I blasted
we
us
have time
through.
for the 7 days. Well, let's take a look at the 7 day. It's not looking all that bad. Again, I say that pretty much every day, but the 7 day we all know changes. But the temperatures are on that trend of building into next week. We're looking at temperatures next week, Heidi, of possibly 4 degrees as we head into the week. So
Nice.
we don't really have a lot of weather to worry about. We have that little system tonight, maybe tomorrow. Could have a little more of a system come in Saturday, but we're not looking at anything major. So that's good. Other than the temperatures are going to continue to build over the next 10 days or so.
Nobody wants to know any more about your systems, Craig.
Okay. I'll just take my systems home.
That's right. Now he's taking his systems and he's going home. All right, you know what? That's we're over time. So if you've stayed with us to this point, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting and being so supportive. Happy birthday to you, Jim. A general reminder that we are the Sioux's only local news show, so spread the word. Like, follow, share, do all of those good things on social media. We look forward to coming back to you tomorrow and giving you some more news. So have a great day. Enjoy the sun.
Bye-bye.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.